Hello, it's just coming here and welcome back to another video of MotoGP 18. And today, this was a video that I really wanted to talk about for quite a while. It's basically a video that I come up with. I'm not sure if people have done this like this before. Yeah, it's going to be another random video. I'm going to do it on Time Attack, and it's going to be about if every MotoGP game will get improved. And what I mean by that is basically all the MotoGP games that Milestone have been making, they have been improving them all, basically, if you compare it from the last one. So I thought in this video today, we can go and basically just go through all the past MotoGP games that have been improved. Yeah, we're going to go through all the new ones that are going to get improved. So I thought we can do a video, because I've not done a video like this before. And it's a video that I really wanted to do for quite a while ago. And I just wanted to just talk about if they're all going to get improved. So that's what I'm going to do. So, okay, so we're not going to start it yet. So I'm going to go and do Moto 2. So not done Moto 2 yet. So I'm going to go and do a Moto 2 Time Attack. So who should we be? Who have not been in Moto 2 yet? There's kind of been a few. Let's go and be. Let's go and be Roman Fanati. Let's go and be that guy. Track, we'll do. Let's do. Le Mans. Race options. Let's go. Overcast. Yeah, I just realised on time attack mode they don't have random, which is a bit annoying, but that's fine. Okay, right, here we go. All right, we're going, guys. So this was a video that I really wanted to talk about for quite a while. I just want to talk about if every MotoGP game has improved, and the question is it has. Basically, if you go back to MotoGP 13. Yeah, if you go back to that MotoGP, they've really improved it. Because I know that in improvements on MotoGP games, they've sorted out lag and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not going to talk about as much about it. But I just really wanted to do a video about it, just because I just want to talk about it because of all the MotoGP games will get improved on all of the MotoGP games as well. So I know that in like the very old MotoGP games, apparently you can only have like one class on them. And it just weren't very good. They weren't good on quality and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of I talk about that. I'd also talk about all the ones that are going to be for the next couple of years, like all the MotoGP games they're going to be getting as well. So yeah, there's also going to be all those I'm going to be talking about in this video as well. So yeah, it's going to be another video. Okay, right. So I'm going to go for Yeah, it's gotta be soft, I think. Okay, so let's get into the video about talking about the improvements of MotoGP. And I'm not gonna go on for too long in it, because I know that there's not a lot to talk about it, but it's just a video that I really wanted to do, basically. So here we are then, guys. So basically, the first thing I'm going to talk about is all the last MotoGPs that all got improved. So basically just all the last ones that got improved. So yeah, so if you go back to MotoGP 13, yeah, that actually got really improved. They didn't do as much on that one. Basically, I know that the bikes are not very good on that version, because the bikes are like all over the place a little bit on that one. And the bikes just weren't very good on that version. I just didn't really like all the bikes for some reason. Basically all the bikes were just really annoying in it for some reason. And I just didn't really like all the bikes. So that when you compare it to that one will be not really good, to be honest with you. When you go back to that MotoGP, but that one got really improved a lot, because that's when they added the 3 classes in. So that was actually really good when they actually added them in and stuff like that. So to be honest with you, that was really good. So MotoGP 13 definitely did get an unknown proved, but the improvement was not very good on that one. And then when you go to MotoGP 14, that got a massive improvement, because in MotoGP 14 they added the Red Bull rookies in that one, and that was a big massive improvement, because that's when they actually added the Red Bull rookies in. And the Red Bull rookies were actually really good in MotoGP 14. I did play a little bit of the Red Bull rookies on that version, and the Red Bull rookies weren't too bad. But apparently, yeah, on this version, yeah, they do have the Red Bull rookies, and that's when it really got improved, because they added the Red Bull rookies, and they also added more future updates to MotoGP 14. So yeah, they basically just added a lot more updates to MotoGP 14. It just made it just so much better, and also the quality was a lot more higher on this MotoGP as well. They added a lot more quality on it as well, and the quality were just like so much better on that one. I know that the graphics weren't very, very good on it, but the graphics on that MotoGP were just absolutely amazing, and they were absolutely fine. So that was brilliant, and I absolutely like really enjoyed it on that version. And another good thing as well is on that version as well, they actually added all the classic bikes in, so like the 4-strokes and the 2-strokes and 125s, 250s and all that. And that's when it got a really big improvement, because when you do go back to MotoGP 13, they actually only had 3 classes on MotoGP 13, and then when you go to MotoGP 14, they added a lot more classes into it, so that's when it got a massive improve. So yeah, that's when you end up going back to that one, by the way. And in MotoGP 15, that got another big improvement, because in MotoGP 15, they actually added a lot more in MotoGP 15 as well. They added a lot more in that one. And also the game was a lot more smoother on MotoGP 15 as well. So that's when that MotoGP was a lot more big improved as well, because they added a lot more sort of stuff on that one. That one was just like a lot more better. Just a lot more better and improved. Oh my god, my hip's hurting. I don't know why my hip's hurting for some reason. Oh man, trying to ignore it. Okay, trying to ignore what I said there. Yeah, so MotoGP 15, that got a massive improve on it. And because, to be honest, on that version, they added a lot more stuff onto MotoGP 15. MotoGP 15, they just added a lot more future-proofed on it. And to be honest with you, it was just a lot more better when they added it on that version. It was just so much better. And that's when they did make the game a lot more smoother than MotoGP 14. That's when they added it a lot more smoother, and they added it a little bit more better and stuff as well. So that's when you do go back to MotoGP 15, and you can see what improvements they've done on that version. Because the same thing with MotoGP 14, they added a lot more in that version as well. So there was a lot more that you can play around with and stuff like that. So there was just a lot more things you can do on MotoGP 15. So yeah, that's when you do improve on that one. And now Valentino Rossi the game had a big improvement as well, because on the Rossi game, this is when Valentino Rossi made the game, because apparently it weren't actually called MotoGP 16, it was called Valentino Rossi the game, and this is when Valentino Rossi did his own video game for MotoGP 16, and the Rossi game had a massive improvement. This has actually got to be one of the biggest improvements that's been done so far, because in the Rossi game, they added the motor wrench in, and that was an absolutely massive improvement. Because they added the Rossi wrench in, they added the American flat track, or was it Americana, wasn't it? It was called, yeah, it was called. They also added flat tracking in. Also, they added a car game. They also added drifting as well. So that means that MotoGP got a really good improvement on that one. They could just do a lot more stuff on that MotoGP. And that's when MotoGP got a lot more popular. When we got to I think when we got to Valentino Rossi the game, I think that's when MotoGP got a lot more popular, because that's when a lot of people started getting it, and that's when I started getting into MotoGP. That's when I started getting into it, and I think, to be honest with you, when I do go back to that MotoGP, it was just so much fun to play, and I just still do videos on it. Like, I do videos on that MotoGP, and I'm still learning about it at the moment. So yeah, I'm just technically still learning about what that MotoGP normally is, because on that MotoGP you can do so much stuff on that MotoGP. You can just do like really good improvements on it, and you can do so much stuff on that MotoGP. There's like everything you can choose from and stuff like that, and there's just a whole lot of different kind of things you can do on that MotoGP to make it completely improvable and stuff like that. And it's just like a whole lot of things you can do on that MotoGP. So that is really good. So yeah, that was that one that they've done. And then when we go into MotoGP 17, MotoGP 17 had a little bit of an improvement. Yeah, so basically in MotoGP 17, they added a mode called Managerial Career Mode, which is actually a brand new game mode where you can actually be the manager of the career mode, because in this MotoGP you've got two MotoGPs. Because what I love about MotoGP 17 is because you get two career modes on it. So you get the managerial career, which is your own career mode, you can be in your own team and stuff like that. And then you've got the rider career, which is like normal career mode, but basically they just call it rider, you know, in this one. And by the way, in this one, this is when you can just do your own career, and then in managerial they added a lot more. So the biggest improvement was actually managerial career, because in that one they basically had a massive improvement on that one, because what they did on that one is basically where they added it in, where you can be your own manager of the teams, and you can do your own teams and stuff like that. And that's what I actually really love about that MotoGP, because they did really good improvements on that one. And they just did absolutely really well on that MotoGP. They just did absolutely completely massive improvements on it, and it was just absolutely amazing on that MotoGP. They just did completely a whole other stuff on that one, and they did so many improvements, and they just did really well on that one. And I think they deserve a round of applause for that one, because they made a lot more improvements on that MotoGP. And basically they literally just added so many improvements to that MotoGP that they just made that one more popular once again. They added that one a little bit more popular than Valentino Rossi the game, but they just added a brand new career mode to make it a lot more better. And that's what they actually did in it. Because even career mode got even a lot more popular as well, because when you do go back to that one, they just added a lot more in that one, and they just added a lot more stuff into that one. They made it completely brilliant and stuff like that. And then that's when you do end up going back to that MotoGP, and you can see how much that one has been improved and stuff like that. So yeah, but to be honest with you, MotoGP over the last few years has got absolutely improved, and it's just got absolutely unpopular when you when you do compare it, basically. And I think they've just done a really good job on it, to be honest, and they've done really well on it so far. But yeah, like I said from before, guys, it's got even popular. And now when you go into MotoGP 18, this is when they don't improve MotoGP 18. Because in MotoGP 18, yeah, I don't want to really talk about this one, but in MotoGP 18, they decided to get rid of the classic riders. So they got rid of 4 strokes, 125s, 250s. They got rid of them all, and I think that was because of the Unreal Engine. Because in this MotoGP, they improved it a lot as well, because they added a new thing called Unreal Engine, where they actually made it a little bit more better with Unreal Engine. But the Unreal Engine just not made it very good on Unreal Engine, because they didn't make it that great on Unreal Engine. Like they didn't even like make it that great on Unreal Engine. And then that's when they did improve MotoGP a lot more, but they just didn't improve it as great. Like they didn't like even improve it. As when you go back to MotoGP 17, where they didn't actually add the Unreal Engine on that one. But when you go back to this one, they added the Unreal Engine, and the Unreal Engine was actually the biggest improvement that they added into the game. Like that was like one of the biggest improvements that they did, by the way. I know I'm thinking that's a lie at the moment, but basically that's one of the big improvements that they did in MotoGP, because they added the Unreal Engine in, and they took away the classic riders, and they also took the manager career away as well, and they only had normal career mode again. So yeah, it was really annoying that, because I really enjoyed the manager career in MotoGP 17. So I'm actually not sure whether that is going to be coming back, but I don't really know whether that will be back. I don't know, but a lot of people have been saying in the comments below if it will be coming back, but I'm actually not sure. but we're going to go and find out. So, yeah, so that's all the MotoGPs now that we've talked about with all improved. So now we're going to be talking about all the new MotoGPs that are going to be coming out soon. So, hopefully MotoGP 19 will get a massive update, because I'm going to talk about what I want for MotoGP 19, because what I'm going to do, by the way, is when we get to next year, I'm going to do a MotoGP 19 wish list, by the way, and I'm going to be playing MotoGP 18 when I do that video, and I'm going to be going through my wish list of MotoGP 19, because that's going to be another thing I'm going to be doing from now on. So every single time when a MotoGP game comes out, well it's nearly out, I'm going to do a wish list on it, because I know that I didn't do it on all the previous games, but when we get to MotoGP 19, I'm going to do a wish list on it, and I'm going to be telling you guys what's going to be added into MotoGP 19 and stuff like that. So hopefully you guys will really enjoy that, and hopefully that's going to be really cool as well. So that'll be coming up next year, so make sure you go and stick with that. So for MotoGP 19, I'm going to tell you guys what improvements I want. I want Managerial Career to come back, because that was really good in MotoGP 17, so I definitely want that to come back. Also, hopefully they can improve it. I'm actually not sure whether it will be on Unreal Engine again. If it is, I'm actually not sure, so I don't know whether it will be. And hopefully in this MotoGP they can bring all the classic riders back, because that was really good. So I don't even really know if they will end up bringing them back in this MotoGP, I don't know. We're going to go and find out if they do end up bringing them back, but that's going to be a big improvement if they do end up bringing them back. To be honest with you, I don't even really know whether they will at the moment. I don't even really know if they will bring them back. But let's go and see what happens anyway, and we'll see if they do end up bringing them back. I don't know, but we'll have to find out what happens and stuff. And then we'll have to find out. But yeah, I definitely want MotoGP 19 to have a big improvement, because the two improvements that I want from MotoGP 19 is to add the Managerial Career mode back in, because I definitely want that. I know to add in the classic riders in. And also add in the Red Bull rookies again as well, because I think every year, I think they will definitely release the Red Bull rookies bikes, because that's when it first started in MotoGP 14 until you get to this MotoGP. So I think for every single MotoGP game, they will definitely have the Red Bull rookies bikes, which I definitely want. So they're probably going to have them, I don't know, but that's definitely what I want for every single one. So hopefully that is what's going to be happening. So hopefully that's what's going to be happening, you guys. So yeah, that will be hopefully going to be in that MotoGP. Hopefully they'll do some big improvements on that one. Yeah, hopefully that'll be coming up. Like I said, there will be a few videos of me talking about MotoGP 19, so that'll be coming up. And when we get to MotoGP 20, now that one's going to be big improvements. So I definitely want to update MotoGP 20. MotoGP 20, that'll definitely get a big improvement on it. MotoGP 20, that'll definitely get a big improvement on it. They might actually add a lot more stuff in that one. So if they do add something in MotoGP 20, that's going to happen at some point if they do add one on that one. But yeah, when we do eventually get to MotoGP 20, I bet they'll do a lot on that one. I bet that one will do a lot though. I'm actually not sure whether that will do, I don't know, but when we do get to MotoGP 19, I bet that one will do a lot of improvements on that one. Like, I don't really know it exactly, but I think that one will do a lot, by the way. I'm not even kidding on that equation, I bet it will. So, hopefully that one will, by the way, because I'm going to be looking forward to seeing what they're going to be doing on there. So, hopefully that'll be pretty cool, but hopefully all the rest of the MotoGP games they're going to be bringing out are going to have big improvements. Like, I don't really know if they are going to have big improvements, I don't know, but if every single one does have a big improvement, I definitely want that, because at the moment, every single MotoGP game that's come out, they've really improved it, and in the future, they're gonna start improving a lot more. So yeah, that's what I want, by the way. Like, every single MotoGP game that will definitely come out will add a lot more improvements on it, and that's what I want to say. So if they do eventually do that, that's what I do want. So yeah. Hopefully that is going to be happening, by the way, because I definitely want that for every single MotoGP game, and hopefully they will do very good results on that, and hopefully do some very good victories, because that's what I definitely want. Hopefully they will, by the way. Like, I might be completely wrong at the moment. Like, they might do the same improvements from MotoGP 18. I don't really know, but like I did say from every season that they are going to be improving it a lot anyway. So I don't even really know, but if they do eventually do it, that's going to be quite surprising if they do. I don't know, but we're going to go and find out what happens. see if they do eventually do it, but I don't really know. We'll have to see what happens with every single MotoGP, because like everyone that will come out, it'll have big improvements. So like I don't really know at the moment, but we'll have to see what happens. But like I said, every single year they'll definitely improve the MotoGP games, and hopefully they'll possibly make them a little bit more better and a little bit more qualified or something like that. But I know I might be disagreeing on this at the moment, but hopefully they will definitely do it, because that's what I definitely want for every single one, that will definitely get an improve, and hopefully get a little bit more better, because that's what I definitely want. And hopefully they will do that, because that's what I definitely want for every MotoGP game, to have like a massive improve, and just make it so much better compared to when you compare from MotoGP 13, because in that one they just made a lot more bikes just a lot more smoother and stuff like that. And now when you go to this one, they've made the bikes a lot more smoother when you go back to that MotoGP. So but at the moment though, they have done a lot of updates on this MotoGP. Like they've done so many of them at the moment, and I don't want to really thank you them at the moment, but they've done. I think they've just done like so many of them at the moment. Like so many updates that they've been doing on every game. Like they've just been doing absolutely brilliant on them. And I'm actually not sure whether that they will, but we'll have to see what happens when they do bring one, because it should be quite cool. But we'll have to basically just see what happens when we get right into it, because it's probably going to be quite easy. I don't know, but we'll have to see what happens when we get to all the rest of the MotoGP games. See if they can improve it a lot more. Like I don't even really know if they will, but it is going to be quite interesting if they do or not. But we'll have to see what happens. But like I said before, guys, I did say that every single MotoGP game will get improved, and hopefully it will be, and stuff like that. Hopefully it will do, and yeah, hopefully it will get a little bit more better when you compare to the old MotoGP, and when you compare to the new MotoGP, and stuff like that. It would do very, very good. So yeah, hopefully they will. Hopefully they will definitely do that and make it a lot more soundable and stuff like that. So yeah, hopefully they will definitely do that. But yeah, that's kind of like everything that I really need to talk about, the improvements. I possibly might do a video on this on Ride 2 if I can, about Ride 3. I don't even really know yet, but that's probably going to be coming up. But yeah, hopefully it'll be good, and hopefully they will do some improvements on that and see what we can do on that. But yeah, final time is, will they get improved? Hopefully they do. Like I said, they'll be so much better in the next couple of games, and hopefully they will definitely do that. I'm not sure if they will have on the Unreal Engine on the next game. I don't know. We'll have to go and find out what happens on that. But yeah, that's it, kind of like everything that I really need to talk about. But yeah, hopefully they will definitely improve them and hopefully make them a little bit more better. But yeah, that's kind of everything I need to talk about. So I might do another video like this on a different game as well. But we'll have to go and find out. But yeah, that's kind of everything I need to say about all the rest of the MotoGP games getting improved. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new on here. So yeah, plenty more random videos on MotoGP 18 very, very soon. If I've got any more that I'll do. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!